Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, listen, hurricane season not over yet. Hurricane Kirk is in the Atlantic, a Category 3. Still trying to figure out where that's going to go, Cedric. But boy, it's the busy time of year for hurricane season.
Yeah, it is. You know, now typically the peak is around early September, but we are definitely been going up as we made our way through October. Of course, the season extends all the way to the end of November, so it's definitely something to keep in mind. And there potentially could be something developing in the Gulf of Mexico as we get towards this weekend, maybe looking towards Florida. So a lot going on there with the tropics. For us, it's just a lot of heat. And yes, we had more records taking place today. Of course, it hit 86 degrees in Salt Lake City, not a record high in Salt Lake. That record is 88 for today. But places like St. George, where you hit 100, that was a record high. Not only was it a record high, it's the first time ever in the month of October you've hit 100 degrees. Not only that, let's put it in more perspective for you. It's the latest you've ever hit 100 degrees in St. George. So, yeah, record-breaking heat for sure. Temperatures in the 80s and 90s across most of the state. Now, tonight, dry air heats up quickly, cools off quickly, so we're dropping pretty fast. Down to 68 now in Salt Lake City, about 56 currently in Heber, 57 in Logan, 70 in Emory. Good evening in Moab at 63, 70 in Hanksville, and 82 degrees currently in St. George. All right, as we go throughout the next 24 hours, we're going to see the sunshine returning tomorrow, but there will be a little haze and smoke across the north. Look at these temperatures, though, starting off around 43 in Logan, 56 Salt Lake City. How about 39 in Rock Springs? And we're looking at about 53 in Cedar City. But then in the afternoon, a few degrees cooler than today. So only about 81 in Salt Lake City for tomorrow, 76 for Logan tomorrow. Not bad at all. 83 in Price, but they have 98 degrees in St. George tomorrow. So let's go in a little closer to show you Park City, 47 and 74, 39 and 80 in Heber. We're looking at temperatures around 54 and 83 in Castledale, 51 and 79 in Fairview, 51 and 84 over towards Richfield, and then down towards Escalante, 57 and 84. Bryce Canyon, chilly, 38 and then 78 in the afternoon, 58 and 92 in Lake Powell, and 52 and 90 in Kanab. So as I mentioned, some of that smoke with those northerly winds coming in from the north as we go throughout the next 24 hours. It's not a lot of smoke, but there could be just enough for you to notice it out there in the atmosphere, especially north of I-80. We have this front moving through, switching those winds out of the north. That's front number one. Front number two is in the Gulf of Alaska. That moves in on Friday. You can see some clouds with that system, so it's going to try to bring us some moisture. Here's that first front coming through tonight into tomorrow, just bringing us more sunshine and slightly cooler temperatures for your Thursday. But then as we go into Friday, here comes front number two. Look at that. It's got some moisture with it coming in on the west coast. Ahead of it, those winds really pick up out of the south and west. And notice we start to see a few clouds showing up, but I think that's about it. It tries to spit out a few sprinkles. I think the air is just going to be too dry for that. So we'll just call it an increase in clouds and breezy conditions with that front on Friday. And with those breezy conditions, winds gusting up to 35 miles per hour to the south and west, and that low humidity, we do have a fire weather watch in effect for the Wasatch Back and the Uintas there, again, for that potential of any fires that start to spread quickly. So the heat dome remains in place across the area here as we go throughout your Friday. It shifts in a position to give us that southwesterly flow and the potential of some record heat across the state. But here comes that second front coming through as we get towards Saturday, briefly cooling us down. Then the heat dome tries to take back over as we get towards Monday into Tuesday. But I'm watching that big trough off towards the west coast. That could bring us significant changes by the middle and latter half of next week. But of course, that's a little ways out. In St. George, no major change anytime soon. Upper 90s, close to 100. Just a few clouds with that front coming through and a little bit of a breeze. But again, we go up and down in Salt Lake, maybe a record high on Friday.
I've always wondered, the people in St. George who have swimming pools, how hot does your pool get in the summertime? We at 95 degrees yet? How warm is that water?
You have to wonder if they just take, they do that ice bucket challenge thing now where they put all the ice in it.
Put the ice cubes
just got to
in
put the ice in it and dive in it.